need you to hear this, because what starts today is not just another new moon. Today, June 14, 2026, at 10:54 p.m. Eastern Time or 7:54 p.m. Pacific, we have a new moon in Gemini, and it is asking something very real of you. But before we get into that, take a breath with me. If the last few weeks have felt heavy, slow, or exhausting, that is not a coincidence. In the days before a new moon, the sky goes completely dark. No moonlight. And if you've been paying attention to how you feel, you probably noticed it. Low energy, a tiredness that sleep didn't fix, maybe some sadness or confusion you couldn't really explain. That's not something wrong with you. That's the natural rhythm doing its job, slowing you down on purpose, so that when the new cycle begins, you have the energy and the space to start fresh. And that moment is right now. Today's new moon is in Gemini, the sign connected to the mind, words, and how we connect with others. And what's happening today is powerful, both from an energy standpoint and from a science standpoint. Right now, the sun and the moon are in the exact same spot in the sky. When that happens, something shifts. Your thinking mind and your emotional self get a chance to stop pulling in opposite directions and finally work together. I'm going to show you exactly how to use this. So please stay with me, because the 3 steps I'm about to share could genuinely change the next 30 days of your life. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, okay, but is this actually real? Does the moon really affect me? Yes, it does, and here's the proof. In 2021, scientists from the University of Washington, Yale University, and the University in Argentina did a big study. They tracked thousands of people, from small villages in Argentina with no electricity, all the way to college students in Seattle. And what they found surprised even the researchers themselves. People's sleep, when they fell asleep, how long they slept, changed depending on where the moon was in its cycle. Can you believe that? And this happened for everyone, whether they lived in the middle of the city or out in nature. How interesting is that? The lead scientist on that study said the results were, and I'm quoting him here, way outside of our predictions. There was also a study published in a well-known science journal called Current Biology, which found that at certain points in the moon cycle, the body makes less melatonin. That's the natural chemical that helps you sleep deeply. Deep sleep dropped by up to 30%. Think about that for a second. Your body actually responds to the moon, not as a belief. It's a measurable fact. And this makes sense when you remember that your body is about 70% water. The moon's gravitational pull is what creates ocean tides. It literally moves water on this planet. So it's not a strange idea that it also affects the water inside of you, your cells, your hormones, and how you feel. The new moon is the darkest point of the cycle. Your body is in a natural resting and resetting state. There is a real window right now, a biological window for renewal and new beginnings. That window is open today. So, what is this particular new moon really about? This new moon is in Gemini, the sign of the twins. Gemini is all about thinking, talking, asking questions, and connecting with people. It's curious, it's quick, it loves words and ideas and honest conversations from the heart. And this new moon is arriving just 1 week before the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. This is the last new moon of spring. It's the last chance to plant a seed before summer fully begins. Now here's something really interesting happening in the sky right now. Mercury, the planet that rules Gemini, is currently moving through Cancer, which is a much more emotional and sensitive sign. So even though Gemini is usually very logical and fast-moving, right now is being softened. It's warmer, more emotional, more in touch with feelings. So, what does that mean for you? It means that it's not just a time to think clearly. It's a time to feel clearly too, and then to say what's true. So, there's a connection between your mind and your emotions. There should be a coherence. There's also something called mutual reception happening, which just means that the moon and Mercury are in each other's home signs right now. Like two friends who have swapped houses. They are looking out for each other. They are working together. The message is simple. Your feelings know something. Trust them. And on top of that, the planet Mars, the planet of fire, action and drive, is in a helpful position to Mercury right now, giving you a little extra push of motivation and courage. But don't mistake that for your own force to move forward. This is all just for you, present right now, to use it to your greatest potential. So you still need to do the action, move your body and do things on your own. The activation, the power has to come from you personally. This is not a sit back and wait kind of moon. This is a decided, say it, write it down kind of moon. Okay, here are your 3 steps for today. They are simple, anyone can do them. I do them. And if you actually do them, not just nod along, but actually do them, you will feel a real difference. So, grab a piece of paper, not your phone, actual paper and a pen. At the top of the paper, write the question. What do I actually want? I repeat, you write down this question. What do I actually want? Not what sounds good, not what your family or friends expect, not what's safe or what makes sense to other people. What do you actually want deep down? This moon is a shining light on the gap between what you say out loud and what you really feel inside. And right now, with all this emotional energy in the air, you are more connected to the truth than usual. But only if you stop and listen. Just write, don't fix it, don't make it pretty, just let it come out. Here's the science behind this. A researcher named Dr. James Payne Baker at the University of Texas studied what happens when people write honestly about their thoughts and feelings. He found that it lowers stress hormones in the body, helps people think more clearly, and makes it easier to make good decisions. Writing is not just emotional release, it actually changes how your brain works. So this step is as practical as it gets. Write your truth on paper today, not tomorrow, today. Step 2. Face one conversation you've been avoiding. Gemini is all about communication, and this moon is pointing directly at the places where you've been quiet, where we have held back, swallowed our words, or looked away. There is a conversation you've been putting off. Maybe it's with someone you love. Maybe it's with your boss. Maybe it's even with yourself. That honest inner voice you've been drowning out with Netflix or scrolling or staying busy. This moon is not asking you to blurt everything out or start a fight. It's asking you to take one honest, kind step toward a conversation. Here's what I want you to do. Think of that conversation. Then write down what you actually want to say. You don't have to send it. You don't have to have the conversation today. Just write the words. Be honest, be brutal, just let it out. Because here's something science actually backs up. When you put a name to something, when you say, I feel scared, or I feel overlooked, I feel neglected, I don't feel heard, it literally changes what happens in your brain. Studies on how the brain works show that putting your feelings into words turns down the activity in the part of your brain that reacts with fear and panic. Naming something makes it smaller. It gives you back your power. When you put something out there, when you put it in a voice, when you give it a word, it feels smaller. It's not so scary anymore because you faced it. You are standing there or sitting, you are writing that down, you are talking about it, and it instantly feels less heavy, less uncomfortable. This moon is inviting you to name the thing. That is step 2. Step 3. Set one real specific intention. New moons mark the start of a brand new 29.5 day cycle. Think of it like planting a seed. What you decide on today, what you give energy to today, has the chance to grow over the next 2 weeks as the moon gets bigger and brighter, all the way to the full moon on June 29th. But here's where most people go wrong. They set intentions that are too vague. I want to be healthier. I want more money. I want better relationships. Those aren't seeds. Those are wishes. And wishes don't grow. They just float away. A real seed is specific. It's to a point. It has a shape. It has a date. So today, pick one area of your life, just one, and write down one specific thing you will do in the next 14 days, before the full moon on June 29th. Not a whole plan, not a new habit. One action. One action. For example, I will talk to my boss about my workload by June 12th. I will sign up for that class I keep putting off by June 18th. I will book the doctor's appointment I've been avoiding. One thing, one date, write it down, put it where you can see it every day. Because the moon doesn't do the work for you. It opens the door. You have to walk through it. You have to make the action. That's the real magic. And you are the one who makes it happen. Today, June 14, 2026, something new begins. The sun and the moon are lined up together in Gemini, the sign of the mind, the voice, and honest connection. It's the last new moon of spring. It's a moment the sky offers you once a month, a genuine fresh start. You don't need to do anything big or dramatic. You don't need any special tools or rituals or perfect conditions. All you need is honesty, a piece of paper, one conversation you've been holding back, and one clear step forward. That's it. That's enough. The moon keeps cycling whether you work with it or not. 29.5 days from dark to full and back again, always offering you another chance. The only question is whether you will take it. The question isn't, is now the right time? The question is, are you ready to begin? Today, the answer is yes, I am. So, my friends, if something in this video touched you, please drop a comment below. Tell me, what is the one thing you are starting or planting with this new moon? I read every single comment, and I mean that. Your words matter to me. If this helped you, hit that like button. It takes 1 second and it helps this message reach more people who need it right now. And if you are not subscribed yet, today is literally the perfect day to start. New moon, new beginning, new community. Hit that subscribe button. I put out weekly videos for you and I don't want you to miss what's coming next. So thank you for watching. I'm very grateful and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself.